Hi, I'm Tricia from Nature Lover Canada, and today we're at the Pinery on this beautiful, gorgeous winter day. The sun is out, it's about maybe around 0 degrees, and we are going to show you our twig stove that we got recently. This is a Soleader Twig Stove off of Amazon. I'll put the link to it in the comments below. So it comes in this very nice pouch. It's a little padded, several pieces. The first is this piece in order if you want to use fuel. We're not going to use that. Got some matches here, some tinder. Now we have used this one other time and we were quite impressed with it. We learned a whole bunch the first time we used it. So we're just storing it inside of a plastic bag because it does get a lot of soot over it and you don't want to put that away inside of your backpack or your vehicle or wherever you happen to be storing it with soot all over it. If you've seen a twig stove before, it's the same idea. All of the pieces fit into each other. So it's really good for backpacking and for storage. So I'm going to lift them out. So it's basically 4 pieces. So you have the bottom ring. I'm just setting it on top of this wood so that we're not doing it on the snow. We've got the bottom ring. The next piece fits on top of there. Oh, actually, yeah. That piece fits down. That kind of holds the fuel above. So it's actually about here. Air is going to come in through here, come in through the cylinder and through the bottom. And then on the top is a section that you put your stove. The great thing about this one, if I show you the top of this one, you can have the, what would you call those? Pot holders all the way in, but they also flip out. So depending on what size your pot is, hopefully it will fit on top of here. And there's little tiny teeth. So let's put that on top like that. And then there's an opening for you to be able to feed the fire. Okay, so the first time we lit this, we didn't really come prepared. We only had one of those barbecue lighters, and it did not work very well. And then we did not bring any dry kindling or fire starter stuff. So this time, so professional and so awesome, we brought a yogurt container. Isn't that cool? So what we're going to do is we're going to start the fire using the tinder that's inside of this. So it's nice and dry. We have matches, a little dry cattail, some small twigs, some cedar bark, and we're hopefully going to start the fire using that. See if we can actually start this. I actually brought a little piece of tinder. I forget what this is called. It's basically cotton wound up. We're just going to expose the try not to get it wet. Rule number 1, don't get your tinder wet. If we can start this in this little tin with the fire starter. And it started. Just like that, eh? Of course, I think I might have covered up the tinder now. stick in here. I totally lost that little piece of tinder. I feel like I'm making soup. It's still going. I want to make sure it doesn't compact it, because it seems to, once it starts getting pressed down, the fire has a tendency to burn out. And again, it's a twig stove. Don't think of it as a fire where you're going to put kindling and then start adding bigger things to keep the fire going. This is a twig stove. Just use small twigs. We find the bottom of a spruce tree where the branches have they die by themselves is a good place to get small dry branches. I have a bunch of branches behind me because you can't really leave this unattended. Okay, let's get this down in there so I can get the top on. It almost looks like a gas stove. Okay, so if you're going to start a twig stove, you're going to start it for a reason. We are going to boil up some water to have some tea and some hot chocolate. Although the sun's actually very warm and is quite pleasant to be out here. Now, it wasn't a little while ago, but... We also have our other new thing that we got, or I got for Christmas. This is a Stanley pot. It's got a nice little handle, lid. It holds over 20 ounces because it has 20 ounces on the side here. And it even came with a couple of cups. So, here's kind of a small hole.